Hello everyone, how are you? Firstly, I would like to thank you for your attendance and thank the school management for giving us this excellent opportunity to present the project for this year. Our group will take you through the body organs, starting from the top of the body with our funny friend Mustafa Saad, who will talk about the
brain. Thank you all for coming. Today I will be speaking about the brain and the projects and the posters that were made about the organ that I picked. First of all, let's start and say where the brain is located. So the brain is protected by the skull and located inside the skull on top of the head. And let's first start about knowing what the brain is. So the brain is an organ at the top of the head which helps all the body function and all the organs know what work it should do. And also the brain right here, we went by the skull, and the brain is inside the skull, protected it. And the brain is two parts. It's like the inner brain and the outer brain. Then let's see what the brain does. The brain helps the body and the movement function, and tells the organ what to do to make that person live. So now if the brain wasn't here, we wouldn't been able to remember what we did or what we will write. Then now let's go to some diseases about the brain which are very dangerous and you would not want to have it. For example, one of the most dangerous cancer-like diseases is a brain tumor. It affects the brain and the body will function weird way. For example, a person in a remote city from his childhood had a brain tumor in his brain. He's now 2.5 meters long. And then we have a very rare disease, which is the memory loss. The memory loss affects your daily activity and also does not let you do what you normally do. And then we have a very common disease, which is the migraine. The migraine is a very strong disease, and because it's a very strong disease, it blocks the blood that goes to the head. And now, I just have a question to ask. What do you think is the difference between the migraine and the headache?
Migraine is a disease.
شنو الفرق بين الشقيقة
وجع الرأس؟
وجع
الاستمرار بالصداع بس الصداع فترة قصيرة يعني الشقيقة مرض مزمن دائما يصير عنده.
Thank you, that's correct.
Correct.
Thank you. Now let's get the foods that could be useful for the brain. For example, the pumpkin seeds. The pumpkin seeds is something that is very useful for the brain. And also we have the fatty fish or even the normal fish. The fatty fish contains a fat that helps the brain. And then we also have some good sports for the brain that would be much useful than the normal sports you do. For example, hockey, skiing, even dancing. And then we have some bad food for the brain that we usually eat, but we should not eat so many of it, which is the white, for example, the bread, the snack goods, and also the white flour. And then, now, we have the second organ in the body system, which will be
the heart. So, today I'm going to talk about the heart. So we have four types of heart. It is first of all the atrium, left atrium, and the right atrium. And we have the left ventricle. So here I draw a picture, you can see it. So first of all, we're going to talk about the atrium. So the atrium is the measure of the blood that it builds the curves of the blood away from the heart to the rest of the body. Now we're gonna move to the right atrium. So the right atrium, it's just oxygenated to the blood from the body. So now we're gonna move to the left ventricle. So the left ventricle pumps the blood up because it has a lot of oxygen. Now we're gonna go to the left atrium. So the left atrium, it have a lot of oxygen from the lungs. So now I'm gonna tell you something to do. Just try to every day do some sport and go to doctor for weeks or a month to check your health. And don't eat a lot of candy. I will not tell you not ever eat candy, because if you will not ever eat candy, that's still not healthy. And you can make your chips at home, but you don't use the normal oil. You can use just the olive oil. And now I'm gonna give to my friend Yasser the mic, that he will talk about very important organ that's during COVID-19.
And the organ is the lung. Lung is the two balloons inside your chest that help you to breathe. The breathing starts from the nose, from here and into the windpipe. The second name of the windpipe is the trachea. From the trachea to the lungs, and at the end of the lungs there is something called olivas. And here I have a picture. Here is the trachea, and here will be the olivas. In these olivas there is holes that the air gets into it, and the heart will pump blood to the lungs, and the lung gets the oxygen from the holes to the blood and give it back to the heart, and the heart pumps to the body. And now we're going to talk about the diseases that happen to the lungs. And here is the poster of the diseases. The first disease is water collects in the lungs. So the water collects in the lungs, it's be from water and moving a lot. Like you drinking water and move and run. So that to get the water inside your lungs. You can get it out by a surgery that will get a pipe inside your lungs and suck the water out. So now you will be fine. The second is lung cancer. Lung cancer is a very strong disease and heart disease. It's comes from smoking. The biggest thing is from smoking. So it's two cells grow inside your lungs. The cells grow inside your lungs, and when it gets bigger, it will hit the air sacs and get to the olivas. From the olivas, it will block all the holes, so there is no air get to the body. And when it go to the vacuum, it go to the other organs inside your body. And now we have tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a mycobacteria coming from the air and bad things, and also coming from smoking into your lungs. And if your body was strong and healthy, they will chew these mycobacteria and eat it, and you will be fine. But if your body was not healthy, you always eat junk food and not healthy food, these bacteria will get bigger and bigger and go to the whole lungs, and it will get the oxygen in your lungs will get less, and you will start coughing blood and hurting and losing weight without a diet. And I have asthma here. Asthma is because smoothie muscles inside your trachea get a lot of oxygen, get a lot of bad and unwanted air. So these smoothie muscles, once collected, will be bigger and bigger, and it's gonna block the airways. Once you block the airways, the clear oxygen don't get inside your lungs, and the unwanted oxygen can't get out of your lungs. So that will make you hard and also cooking blood, and you can't breathe. Like you're breathing very fast and you can't breathe. You can cure it by a surgery or medicine that will open the smoothie muscles and let the air get in. Now we have the healthy food. You know, 70% of the world eat fast food. Only 30% eat healthy food. And also the healthy food like strawberry, pumpkin, and nuts also. And there is some sport that you have to do that help your lungs better and better. First of all, like swimming and yoga. Yoga make your breathing more, and you can relax. And here is the timeline about healthy food. Thank you. Now I feel a little bit hungry. Go Ahmed and tell us about some delicious foods and what happened when you eat. Hi, my name is Ahmed, and now I'll be talking about the stomach. So the first important thing in the stomach is how it digests. Food. So as you can see here, when we eat food, it comes from our mouth to the esophagus and then to the stomach. So what is the stomach? So the stomach is a mixture that breaks and chews food from the mouth to the esophagus and then to the stomach. So I have a question. Where do you think the food will go? To the small intestine or the big intestine? Correct. Correct. And also it takes about 2 to 4 hours for the food to go to the small intestine. And what does the small intestine do? It injects and takes the proteins and vitamins from the food you eat. And now I'll be talking about the disease, the cancer in the stomach. So what does the cancer do in the stomach? So there's a cell called the cancer cell that maybe gets to your stomach by eating unhealthy food and doing a unhealthy lifestyle. So as you can see here this is the stomach. So where did this cancer cell go? It goes to your inner lining that infects it and then maybe infects your other body organs. So it actually grows in your body throughout the years, maybe if you got it as a kid or as a teenager. So now I'm going to be talking about the diseases in the stomach. So the diseases in the stomach are actually not good for the stomach because it can lead into an infection like cancer and gastric and many more. So what are the symptoms for cancer? No? Okay, so the symptoms for cancer are dry coughing and heavily breathing, vomiting, and diarrhea. So now I will never mind. I have a question. So what happens after you take the COVID-19 vaccine? شو when تاخذ الفاكسين والكورونا؟
شنو يصير لما ياخذ الجسم اللقاح؟
Correct. But some people who had COVID need to make sure that they're safe from others so they could take the vaccine because sometimes the vaccine could kill you or could not work on your body and you will not be safe. So now I'll be talking about junk food. So as you can see here, there is junk food and healthy food. So here are chips and nuts. Which one is more healthier? Of course the nuts, because chips contain a lot of calories and fat, and if you eat a lot of chips or any other type of unhealthy food, you might get fat. So now I'm going to talk about the poisonous food. So what does the poisonous food do to your body? It actually leads to infection, cancer, and many more diseases and viruses that can come to your body, and it will be easily for the viruses and diseases to infect you, and it might lead you to death. So now I will pass it to my friend Roya.
Thank you, Ahmed. But I'm still thirsty. Let me drink some water. Did you know where the water goes? Yes, it goes to the kidney. So, what is the meaning of kidney? ما هي الكلى? Kidney is a pale reddish brown shade, and it is an organ from urinary system, urethra, and bladder. It's located in each side of the spine, under the ribs, behind the belly. And what is the function of the kidney? The function of the kidney, every few minutes, all the blood go to the kidney. The nephron remove water and some substance, waste, nutrients, and other useful things from the blood. And the nutrients and the useful things return to the blood. The waste and the extra water stay in the nephron. The liquid is urine. It drops by the renal pelvis to the ureter. So kidney excretes toxins from the body. So now, what are the diseases of kidney? kidney stone. So kidney stone is one disease occur in kidney, and if a human don't drink enough fluid and take a lot amount of salt, this salt will accumulate in our body and may occur in other parts of your urinary system. So now, and it can cause kidney failure, and lead to human death, and it can lead to human death. So now the second disease is urinary tract infection. Urinary tract infection are a bacterial infection in any part of urinary system, and it easily can easily treatable and rarely lead to like health problems. So, what is the risk factors of developing kidney disease? High blood pressure and elderly, diabetes, family members with chronic kidney disease. And what is the treatment of kidney disease? Control diabetes is through insulin injections, and cut back on salt, stop smoking, lose weight, do a diet, include fresh fruit, and do sports, and increase the physical activity. So yes, thank you for listening to me. Now let's go with Mustafa Ala, who will explain about the diabetes.
Hi, I'm Mustafa Ala. Today I will explain for the diabetes. I am infected with this disease 5 months ago. Now I will talk about it. Diabetes means that blood sugar is too high in our body. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. I am from type 1. Type 1 means the body doesn't make any insulin because the immune system attack and destroy the cells in our pancreas. That type comes for the children and the young people, and of course come for me. We need to take insulin every day to stay alive. Now type 2. Type 2 means the body doesn't make or use insulin well. That type comes for the old people and the middle age. Now I will talk about the Arab. Go to the symptoms. Go to bathroom. Very tired, lose weight, hungry, drink a lot of water. Now I will say how we live with diabetes. Eat healthy food, do sport, not smoke. Check our blood sugar.
How do you check it? By this device?
And take our insulin to stay alive. Now I will say my experience. Actually, I hated it the first time, but now I love it. I mean insulin because wherever I go, I take it with me, and I need to make it a good friend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me, and bye.
Thank you for listening for us. I hope you enjoyed the poster session. And yeah, we choose this this group because we want to take care about everything happen in your body and to protect your body. And yes, So this is our message to you. I hope you enjoyed and bye. Now we will share